Rashad Jennings. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then when he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's fourth down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Prescott, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Prescott to throw on 4th. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Room here to run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be...
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. It's a keeper with Prescott. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Fresh set of downs here.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defensive given.
Now Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is Jennings. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Going right side, he has Witten. Looking back at Week 15 for Witten, 10 catches, which was a season high, moved him past Terrell Owens into 7th place on the all-time receptions list.
And how about how Dallas just moves the ball around, Brandon? I mean, Jason Witten had 10 catches in this game. He's had games this year where he hasn't caught very many passes, but I think he's heating up as they get closer to the playoffs. And let's face it, for any young quarterback, a big-time tight end is almost always going to be his best friend.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. A second down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, jumping over. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing now is Manning. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, I think the NFL in recent years made an absolute brilliant tactical decision, and that was to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games potentially showing up here at the end of 2016.
Adds intrigue in some big games. Intrigue also, though, because even if you've got 2 teams that maybe are having bad seasons, they're usually rivals, and that helps at the gate.
It certainly does. Helps in a lot of ways. Even if you're not playing for a playoff spot, as you said, if you're a rival, it still gets the interest of the fans.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. So many times when I've been working with you, you've talked about a quarterback dropping it in the bucket on a deep pass.
Oh, boy.
You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Ezekiel Elliott dropped his body into the bucket. It was his charity bucket behind the end zone against Tampa Bay after scoring a touchdown. How cool was that?
I thought it was one of the greatest celebrations for a touchdown I've ever seen, and you know what? It's a good charity. Money going to feed families during the holiday season.
Yes.
And the numbers have shown that jump into the bucket has helped the bigger jump into the bucket to feed those families. So very cool. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early. And that's the first time that Eli Manning was able to find him, and we're in the second half.
You think he and Eli maybe had some words on the sideline? Hey, let's get on the same page?
Without a doubt, because they know that kick starts their team, that gets them going, and now they have to do it again and again as we go down the stretch.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Manning, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Prescott again. Going right side, he has Witten. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Cole Beasley, the intended target. Now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Beckham. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now it's Jennings. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go!
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go to Elliott again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. So we got. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in the...